welcome to day 4, guys. Welcome to day 4. Guys, it's going to get juicier and juicier from here. In this video, we're going to be learning about choosing a niche industry and why we do it and how to do it. And then we're going to have you guys choose your own niche to start representing as an affiliate for this company. This is most important for the digital marketing professionals who choose to represent our company and modify their online presence and profile. And this is done if you're trying to reach $100,000 a month in recurring commissions. And it's done through this process. All right. So the very first thing I want to mention is, I guess, why we niche down. All right. The reason we niche down is because it has a higher conversion rate than not niching down. And what I mean by that is this. If I go out into the world and I start trying to fix people's computers, but I don't label myself as a computer technician, the person who does label themselves as a computer technician is more likely to land the sale than I am. Another example would be lawn care. If I went onto Google looking for lawn care companies, I'm going to choose a company that is literally like a lawn care company. But I'm not going to, go to McDonald's and ask them if they, cut lawns. So when you become a digital marketing professional through this program, if your goal is to reach 10K a month or 20K a month or even 100K a month, you have to niche down and choose a profitable niche. What I mean by that is choosing an industry to work in that has a lot of money. If you choose to niche down in restaurants, then that means you're going to be targeting restaurants with your affiliate links to try to get these restaurants to use our ad service through you and through our company. So we get to run ads for their restaurant. On average, restaurants are making, $10,000 a month to $150,000 a month, depending on the restaurant or fast food place or convenience food place or whatever, whatever you have there. So for me specifically, let's say I joined this program as an affiliate and I want to make $100,000 a month. I'm not just going to go online and say, I run ads. I run Facebook ads. Hey, businesses, I run Facebook ads. Sign up here. Because I'm going to have a very low conversion rate. I'm not only speaking based on statistics and analytics, but I'm speaking based on experience. I did that for the first year within my business. Hey, business owners, I run ads. And I didn't have many clients to sign up. But the moment that I branded my online presence to say I run ads for moving companies, I had moving companies calling me on LinkedIn, reaching out to me on LinkedIn, calling my phone number, reaching out to me on Facebook. And I literally did not have to do any outreach. I didn't have to pay for leads. I didn't have to run ads. All I did was brand my online presence as helping moving companies grow through paid ads. And just because my online presence was niched down to moving companies, I had moving companies reach out to me and I closed a few. And they pay me on a monthly basis to manage their ads. So, and most of the work is done up front. You guys are most of the work you'll see as you go through this program and start making sales, most of the work you guys do is going to be on the front end, talking to these clients, getting them to sign up. And from there, it's a cakewalk. You guys don't have to do anything else. Maybe, once a week phone calls with these clients just to see, hey, what's up? So on and so forth. So down beneath this video, you guys will see 2 buttons. We have a niche worksheet and a list of profitable niches that we run ads for. So we're going to open up the niche worksheet, and what I want you guys to do, just click the button. It should open up into a new tab like this. And then up here in the top right, you'll see this download button. Just click that, and then it should download right to your computer. It might ask you where you want to save it. Save it wherever you know it's going to be. Save it to your downloads, save it to your documents, save it to your desktop. Save it somewhere you can easily access it, just in case you ever need to come back to this. So with this niche worksheet, this is designed to help you get a really clear picture of who you're selling to. This worksheet is designed to help you choose a niche to work in, and niching down allows us to target a specific audience with a higher than usual conversion rate, which is what I just explained. So if I'm choosing, let's say I am targeting the lawn care companies, I am going to have a higher conversion rate than somebody who is just saying, hey, I run ads. All right. The moving companies are going to see my profile, and then they're going to see the other person's profile that just runs ads. And they're going to be like, well, this guy literally runs ads for moving companies, so I'm going to choose him. Or this guy only runs ads for lawn care companies, so I'm going to choose him. If I was let's say I owned a business and I was a roofing company. I want to grow my roofing company. And I go online and figure out how to grow my company and realize I need ads. If I come across someone's profile that says I run ads or I help roofing companies grow with paid ads and digital marketing, I'm most likely going to hire that person to help me grow my company. And so that's the point of niching down. It allows us to target a specific audience with a higher than usual conversion rate. So if you get stuck on this, we're happy to help. Just hit us up in the group chat or hit us up in the Facebook group. Post a comment in there. Post a comment below this video. Do whatever you need to, guys. We're here for you. All right. So if you get stuck on this at any point along the way, just reach out. The sooner you can get this niche worksheet done, the sooner you guys will get closer to making money. You'll just be one step closer to start making money online. So the first question that we have in here, I got a burp coming. Give me 1 second. Okay. The first question that we have in here is, what do I have the most experience doing? All right. So as you guys can see here, there are 4 different main things that's going to help you choose a profitable niche. It's going to help you choose the niche that you're going to be working in and representing for our company. And the very first one is your past experience. The second one is your natural passion. The third one is previous knowledge of that niche or industry. And then the fourth one is your circle of influence. And we're going to dive deep into each and every one of these. But number 5 here, I want you guys to keep in mind, do not change your niche industry just because you feel like it's not working. Last year, when I went to go do this same training video, I got really, really, really sick and had to stop doing these training videos. But in doing this training video and a few others, I niched down with moving companies, and I branded my online presence. I did a training video on LinkedIn and Facebook and this and that and Instagram and pages and profiles. And just because I did that training on niching down and had to set up my own company on niching down, set up my own profile for niching down, It was just a training video. I only did it for training for purposes, but within 30 days, I had like 6 moving companies reach out to me just because of my online presence, just because I niched down to moving companies. So the moment that you guys niche down and we edit your online presence, which as you see here, the next tab is your online presence. So after we get you guys a niche, you guys are going to watch this video, and then you're going to move on to actually establishing your online presence as if you are representing that niche. And we'll take you guys step by step each way along the process in doing so. So once that's set up, don't change your niche just because you feel like it's not working. If I own a business and I see you online posting crap, I'm not going to hire you. But if I see you online posting stuff about, my business industry and my niche, then I'm more likely going to hire you because it shows me that you know what you're talking about and it shows me that you know what you're doing. And some people even say to themselves, well, if he's still doing that in 3 to 6 months, yeah, I'll reach out to him and give him a try. So doing this is for long term, because you might have business owners in your niche watch you for like 12 months before they even decide to go with you. So this is not a short get rich quick scheme. All right. This is a professional career opportunity when it comes to niching down to become a digital marketing professional with Social Media Marketing Pro, with the company. This is a long-term career profession that you guys should make the decision. If you made the decision to invest your money and go through this program, you guys should have already made the decision that you're going to be doing this for the next at least 2 to 5 years of your life minimum. Even if you guys only are in this for 5 years, and after 5 years you've accumulated 1,000 or 2,000 or 5 or 10,000 clients, you probably could take like 20 years off. But we also teach an automated process as well, where we're going to be running ads for your landing page and specific niche, and we're going to be targeting your niched audience. So don't change your niche. Do not change it just because you feel like it's not working. And if you do have to change it one time and do it within the first week. All right. But try not to do it at all. If you have problems deciding on your niche, like I said, reach out to us. Reach out to us in the group chat. Reach out to me through the group or however you need to. So those are the 4 things that we're going to be going over on choosing your niche. The first thing here is your experience. Okay. What do you have the most experience in? For me, I have the most experience in computer technology. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can open this up in Google Docs, and it should convert the PDF into a Google Doc. There we go. Perfect. All right. So for me, I started doing web design in 2008. I learned HTML. I learned videography, photography. I made a short documentary. I made a 4K music video. I did web design. I made Flash animations. So I got familiar with softwares in the digital media realm or industry, but it wasn't, what I was passionate about, which is what we'll talk about in our second question. So although I had at that time, the most experience with that kind of stuff, it wasn't what I was passionate about. As time went on over the past 10, 15 years, my experience with computer technology grew, and I went to college for computer electronics technology, and I got jobs as a computer technician. Ultimately, I started managing and running different computer shops, different cell phone and computer repair shops. I reached the highest level tech support at Spectrum. So I got familiar with the infrastructure of the internet and servers. And most of my experience was in computer technology up until today. All my experience, most of it is in computer technology. So for this, I'm going to feel comfortable saying that my experience, computer electronics technology. That's most of my experience. For you guys, what did you go to high school for? What did you go to college for? Uh, have you had any jobs in that specific industry? Um, One niche I can use as an example is the medical industry. Whether you went to college to become a nurse or a doctor or this or that, we can run ads for medical. So you guys would represent the medical industry. And just for all of you medical professionals out there, um, I'm just saying, you'll be able to pay off your medical degree with this program within 12 months. You can't do that with your medical career. All right. And if you are a medical professional and choose to join this program to represent the medical industry, you don't have to leave your medical job. You can keep your medical job. You can represent the medical industry as a digital marketing professional through our company while also working your full-time job as a medical professional. So there's lots of different niches and industries that you guys are going to be able to choose from. And if you guys are like, oh, well, I don't know niches and I don't know this, I have another worksheet here for you guys. I have added a list of profitable niches, which I had Angelica help me edit. Thank you, Angelica. And so you guys can click on that and it will open this up. And you guys can download this too. So these are all of the different niches or industries that we can run ads for. And I'm going to go over these real quick because you guys might hear one as I'm listing these out for you, and it might ring in your head like, yeah, that's me. And if that happens, then yeah, that's most likely your niche. That's the one you're going to choose. So the first one here we have is landscaping. Landscaping is great, but landscapers don't landscape in the winter when it snows. All right. However, the landscaping companies do offer snow removal. Not all of them, but a lot of landscaping companies will offer snow removal as their secondary service in the wintertime, especially in states like here in New York, where myself and Angelica and James are from. So here in New York, our landscaping companies will do snow removal in the winter because there's no grass to cut. There's just snow to be removed. And so you would say I help landscaping companies and snow removal companies. Now, in places like Florida where it doesn't snow, obviously it's landscaping 24/7 around the clock. The next company here is roofing. If you have any experience in roofing, if you've ever been a roofer before, then you know how many nails to put into each shingle. You know everything there is to know about roofing, essentially. You know, unless you were just a groundsman, just cleaning up. If you were the cleanup crew, then you really don't know much about roofing. I would move on. But that's an option there, roofing. Fire and water restoration. That's a huge one. In a lot of areas where it rains a lot, basements will get flooded. And when that happens, a water restoration company has to come in and restore the basement. So that way they clean it up and there's no mold. Then they reseal it. They do what they got to do. Here's the next company, mold remediation. So any companies, you know, that specify in just removing mold will run ads for that company. The next one here is mortgage brokers and loan officers. Mortgage brokers and loan officers are always looking for more clients. So if you know anything about the mortgage broker or loan offices, then you guys would be a perfect fit to represent that niche. So we'll run ads for those clients to get more clients. The next one is realtors. Starting out, I actually ran some ads on Facebook. My second Facebook client 5 years ago, or even 6 years ago now. I got into this industry because I was fixing computers for business owners. And then I had one business owner asked me to put together a PowerPoint presentation and then go to this network meeting with her and help her present the PowerPoint. And so I did all of that for $100 for her. Then she says, "Oh, well, can you help me run my Facebook ads?" Now, this is going back 6.5 years ago, maybe even 7 years ago. And I was like, "Yeah, I can help you run your Facebook ads." And I didn't know much about it at that time. But I ran Facebook ads for her, and she owned a cleaning company, and she got a few clients. Then I had a realtor who I fixed his computer, and I met him through another buddy of mine, actually, who owned a bar. And I did a security camera system at that bar later in the future after that. And so you guys will start to also know, and you guys will start to get familiar with the fact and concept that when you join a program like this and we teach you to niche down and start networking and communicating with business professionals, your community of people that you know will grow. You'll start to know more intelligent and wealthy people, and you'll just start getting good connections. So the connections that I've built over the 6 years are pretty wonderful. I've met some really great people. So that's how I got into running ads, was with the realtors. Realtors they're always looking for people to buy houses or sell houses. So if you guys have any experience in the realtor industry, you can choose that. Jewelers, so people who are selling necklaces or rings or diamonds or earrings. Jewelers are always looking to make more money too. And so we can drive traffic into their store by running ads. The next one is all trades and service businesses. So if you know a service-based business, or if you have experience in a service-based business, that's a niche that you could choose to. You could niche down as just, hey, service-based businesses. Are you looking for more B2B leads? B2B means business to business. That's what we are. We're a B2B company. So if there's a business out there looking to run ads, our business will run ads for their business. So that's B2B. Trade companies, all trade companies, whether it's framing for houses or concrete or stuff like that, trade companies. Credit repair companies, that's the next one here. Credit repair companies, we can definitely help these credit repair companies get more leads through our ads. That one's super easy. Financial advisors, solar companies. Yeah, guys, we run solar ads. Accounting, house cleaning and janitorial services, commercial cleaning companies, power washing companies, mold removal companies, home remodeling companies, locksmiths, medical spas. Let's say you're a medical professional and you went to school to become a pediatrician, but you're like, I don't want to be a pediatrician. I just spent 7 years in college to become a pediatrician and I don't want to. Well, look, you can hop in and represent the medical spa industry and make money that way. All right. And these medical spas will pay us on our highest package. Our highest package for ads is about $2,500 a month. And from that, you guys are making over $800 commission per month. Now, let's say you just even off 10 medical spas, you guys had 10 clients in that industry on our highest package. That's literally over $8,000 a month that you guys are getting in reoccurring commission just for having those clients. If you're excited about that kind of stuff, then fucking scream. Let me get a number 5 in the comments. Drop a number 5 below if you're excited about making that kind of money. $8,000 a month for not doing anything other than signing someone up. And when it comes to medical spas, the owners actually will have multiple locations. Our services are based on location. So if they sign up for our highest package where you're making $800 commission, that's just on one of their locations. So let's say your medical spa professional comes to you and they have 5 locations. Well, each location $2,497. $2,497 times their 5 locations. That's 12K times, let's say you're a pro affiliate. I'm not messing around here. Pro affiliates are literally going to make over $4,000 a month just for signing that client up who has 5 locations. I mean, that's crazy. For what? For just talking to them and getting them to sign up for your affiliate link? Come on. All right. And our team of professionals handles all the ads. And that's just the ads. If that medical spa wanted a funnel as well to help track all the leads and get people to sign up with their offer and do this and that, you guys could be looking at $10,000 a month in commission just from one client. So that's the earning potential with medical spas. It's pretty great. Garage door repair. I've seen quite a few garage door repair companies. Then we have home appliance companies, moving companies. Moving companies is the one I niched down for. I never changed my LinkedIn profile, and so I think it was last month. I still have moving companies reach out to me. I acquired a new moving company client last month. I haven't even done anything with my LinkedIn profile for the past year. All right. But somebody found me on LinkedIn. I didn't respond to their message, so they found me on Facebook. And they sent me a message on Facebook, and it ended up in my spam. So they called me. They called my number. And I signed them up. They got signed up within an hour. And it was on our basic package, so I only made $350 commission per month off of him. But I ain't doing anything. I'm making that money for not doing anything. The next company here is Painters. All right. Oh, and for anybody who does choose moving company, trust me, I'm going to get rid of my moving company presence because I don't want to represent moving companies. I want to represent tech companies. So I'm going to be changing my online presence once we get to the next set of training videos. Painters, you guys, if you have experience with painting, you can niche down in that industry, or pool repair, or if you want to niche down with gyms. That's a huge one going on right now. Gyms are looking for growth. Health and fitness is always going to be there. So, James, all right, that's something that I could see you doing. All right, I could see you working out at a gym while also representing gyms as a digital marketing professional. I could see you doing that. The next one is dentist, and then cell phone repair, cell phone companies, whether it's a service provider like Cricket, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, all of these wireless companies. You guys can target those cell phone companies, but not just service providers for the cell phone companies. You can target cell phone repair companies as well if you have experience in the cell phone industry. For me, I used to manage a Radio Shack back in the day, and I sold every cell phone, prepaid and postpaid. I've set up wireless accounts for every cell phone provider there is, except Blue Wireless. And that new one that the actor guy is doing, the actor who plays Deadpool.
Oh yeah, Mint.
Yeah, Mint Mobile. I've never set up a Mint Mobile account, and I've never set up a Blue Wireless account. Those are just kind of like low-end phone companies, right? But back in the day when I worked at Radio Shack, I would set up all Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, postpaid, prepaid, Virgin Mobile, this and that. And so I have experience in that, so I could technically choose cell phone provider companies for me, but I'm not going to do that. The next one is computer repair companies. That's my niche. This is the one I'm choosing because it's the one I have the most experience in and the most passion in. The next niche down here is pet boarding. Then we have solar companies. I know we have solar companies here as well, so just ignore that. AC, air conditioning companies. So what would that be considered? HVAC. So HVAC companies, and that is huge industry, especially in hot places like Texas and Florida. You have to maintain your HVAC companies. You have to maintain that whole system within your house. So you need regular cleanings, You need probably to replace your filters if your AC is running constantly in a place like Texas where it's hot all the time. Your AC is probably crashing a lot, and who are you going to call? You know what I mean? So if you're representing the HVAC industry and you're helping your clients run ads and get clients, you're always going to have a job. Auto repair companies, you guys can niche down. If you have experience with auto repair, you can niche down in that specific industry. Let's say you're already a mechanic and you're fixing cars. You don't have to stop doing what you love. If you love fixing cars, or if you like it because it's bringing in good money, you don't have to stop. You don't have to stop that. Okay. You can keep working in your industry. You can keep working in your niche at your full-time job and still represent our company as a digital marketing professional and still make like 2 or 3 times as much money as that job that you're working. So auto repair is another option. And cars will always need to be fixed. The next one, we have roofing for residential and commercial. I know we have roofing up here, so we're gonna have to fix that. But roofing, commercial and residential, there are specific companies out there that only do commercial roofing. So if you're niching down, choose a commercial or a residential roofing company. Don't do both, because you're gonna have a higher conversion rate if you choose one or the other. Obviously, commercial roofing companies get paid a lot more than a residential roofing company, because like for a normal house, you might pay anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 to have your roof redone. But a commercial roofing company might charge a business $15,000 to $150,000, depending on how big the building is. And so even if we were able to bring one client to that company through our ads, let's say they signed up and spent $3,000 a month with us, and we brought them one client, they're immediately profitable. They landed one client for $50K, and it only cost them less than $3,000. It's crazy profit. That's a crazy return on investment. The next one is plumbing companies. Again, we have both residential and commercial plumbing companies. Asphalt paving companies, for all you blacktop babies out there. All right. If you guys want to niche down in asphalt paving companies, you can do that as well. Concrete installation and repair, limos, electricians, lawn care, landscaping, pest removal, duct cleaning, deck building, fencing, garage door repair installation, or catering, and a personal chef. So you guys can choose from there. And if you guys have a recommendation for a specific niche that you want us to add on here, just reach out to me. Reach out to myself or Angelica, and we'll be sure to add that niche on here. However, this is just the, those are the niches we work in right now. And these are the specific niches that have the most profitable return. All right, most profitable return. So that's how you're going to choose your niche. What do you have the most experience in? Go through that niche. And if you hit one on the list here, let's say I start at the top in landscaping, and I don't have experience in landscaping, cross it out. Go to the next one. Go to roofing. You don't have experience in roofing? Cross that out. All right. And if you get to the end of this list and you've literally crossed out all of them, we're going to have a talk. All right. So that means there's something going on, but I'm happy to help you guys fix that. So what do I have the most experience in doing? What do you have the most experience in doing? I already gave you guys my story, computer technology. That's the one I chose. I'm not going to change that. And so before I moved on to this next question, I want to hear from James and Angelica, and I also want to hear from you guys. So, excuse me, drop a comment below this video in the Facebook group, or hit us up in the group chat. You guys have access to the group chat, and just let us know what you have the most experience doing. Go ahead and do that now. Pause this video, drop a comment, and then come back. All right. Welcome back, guys. James, let me know. Go ahead and mute yourself. Tell me, what do you have the most experience in doing now that we went through all those niches?
So this worksheet actually helped me a lot. I got ahead of myself and I already filled it out.
Nice.
What I came to was self-help and wellness.
Self-help and wellness.
You think that's a good niche?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
I am excited now.
Yeah. So self-help and wellness. I'm wondering.
I already have a few companies I want to reach out to. Oh my God, guys.
Okay. So it would be considered the health and wellness industry.
Okay.
All right. Which falls under medical.
Self-care.
Although medical is a fine line nowadays, because
Right.
nowadays medical is 100% solely related to pharmaceuticals, which is not health and wellness.
If you look, self-care is a good keyword.
Self-care.
Okay, I'll change that. That's what I really want to. I have a couple companies that I have personally learned from that I could,
Yeah, absolutely. So for yours, I would put actually health and wellness.
Okay.
And then in parentheses, we can do in parentheses self-care or just health and wellness. I wouldn't even niche down to self-care. I would just leave it at health and wellness, because in the health and wellness industry, you have organic products, you have
Makes sense.
product health and wellness products. Let me go grab my health and wellness product real quick.
Health and wellness.
This is my health and wellness product. Do you guys know what this is?
Yep.
I bought this after seeing a Facebook ad. All right. This is a chirp wheel. It says it on the inside. Put it on your back on the ground and you roll on it and it adjusts. I sit in this computer chair all day, every day. So that is
Borrow that.
So for you, yes, James, health and wellness is what it would be. And so that stems from beauty products, organic beauty products, organic soaps and disinfectants, organic cleaners, or health and wellness products.
I was thinking courses too, and just a lot.
Yeah. Health and wellness is a niche that spans across a lot of different stuff. There are so many people out there too that are doing like weight loss trainings, how to exercise properly, how to stretch, the proper things to eat to lose weight. And those training courses are always looking for more people. So if you're able to run ads for these people and bring them more clients, then you're able to help them too.
Self-care would fit in wellness, huh?
Say that again.
Self-care would fit in wellness.
Self-care would fall under the subcategory of health and wellness. So your niche would just be health and wellness.
Gotcha.
All right. And for a lot of you guys asking, I'm going to break this down real quick. This is how niches work. Okay. You have an industry. There's something above industry, sectors. The government classifies business into sectors, then industry, and then sub-industry. And sub-industry is what we consider niches.
Okay.
All right. So health and wellness would be the sub-industry of medical. And then underneath that, you can break that down and go products or this or that. So, Angelica, let's hear from you. Angelica?
Oh, my mic.
So my experience is web design. So I would target web designers, web design agencies. That's pretty much it. And would that be a main industry, James, or like how,
Like how to break that down?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Um, when it comes to web design, I don't have enough statistics on this. I would actually probably reach out to my other marketing professionals who, are doing 100 million a month, and ask them this question. When niching down, would we niche down as helping web design companies get more clients and more leads, or would we niche down further and say, um, helping web designers get more landscaping web design clients?
Mhm.
But even that's a mouthful. So honestly, I would just stick to the web design. Yeah. Helping web designers get more clients. All right. So that's what you would put here, web designers. Right. But after you answer that first question, you have to move on to the next question. All right. And a lot of your answers might not line up. Like for me, my most experience, and the second question, my biggest passion, computer technology. I'm super passionate about technology, and it's what I have the most experience in. But for a lot of you guys, your experience and your passions might not line up, and that's okay, because we'll help you still choose a niche based on the answers to these questions.
Mhm. Well, my biggest passion is art.
So my biggest passion is art, design, as well as like health and wellness. So like organic products. So I could maybe target web designers who specialize in doing websites for e-commerce, organic products.
You could, but the issue with that is that, are you, at that point, you're moving down to, I'm going to help these websites get more clients in general. And so you're better off just
Generalizing it.
generalizing it as you help web design agencies and freelancers.
Okay.
All right. So web design agencies and freelancers, and that would be yours. So you would represent the web design world for our agency, which is great because you're our web designer.
I am.
You are literally our web designer, so that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question here that you guys are going to ask yourself is your biggest passion. I already told you guys what my biggest passion was. I love computers. Like, I'm not just good at computers. I'm literally one of the best computer technology experts and professionals in my county.
Yes.
In both counties, Erie and Niagara County. And in fact, out of the 13 counties surrounding us, I have other computer technicians and other computer shop owners bring me their computers.
I can vouch for that.
In fact, let me share a little side story. I had walked into a company, and I said, I'm looking for a job. This was a few years ago, 4 years ago, when we first started our company here. And we were just starting out. And so I was still working at a cell phone and computer repair shop. And when I first went through my interview, I told them I'm good at what I do. I said, I'm one of the best. They said, there's a computer out there that none of our computer techs have been able to get up and running for a year. Everybody I've interviewed has failed at it, and even our previous computer techs couldn't figure it out. I said, all right, I'll be back in a minute. I went out there. In a matter of 20 seconds, bro, 20 seconds, all I did was unplug SATA 1 and plugged it into SATA 0, hit the power button, and the computer booted right up.
Bing.
I went back in there. Literally, it was it took me like 15 seconds. The first 10 seconds was me staring at it, making sure all of the wires were in the right spot. and I noticed that the SATA cable was in the wrong spot. And I didn't even check the BIOS. No reason for me to check the BIOS because by default it should have been on 1. I mean 0, but it was on 1.
Okay,
So-
Becky.
So, anyways, 10 seconds I look at it. Took me 5 seconds to unplug it and plug it in the right spot. I walk back there. I'm like, okay, it's done. They literally couldn't believe it. They were like, I don't believe you. There's no way. So the owner told his right hand man, the manager, to go out and check because they literally thought I was lying. And all of the employees within 30 seconds were surrounding that computer. Every employee in that spot stopped what they were doing to surround me at that computer in awe. Like, how did you do it? How? Like, it's my passion. It's what I'm really good at doing. And so after that, I fixed every computer in their shop. And within the first 30 days, I had fixed over 30 computers that they had just laying in the back. Fixed them, put them out on the floor for sale. And the dude made an additional like $5K just from having me work there within his first month. All right. And I helped him clean up his shop, helped him clean up his POS system, did this, did that. Anyways, I have all these I still have to this day, computer technicians bring me their stuff. I'm not kidding when I say I'm literally the best computer technician that I have ever met. The only person that is on my level is Linus at Linus Tech. I'm not sure if you guys know Linus over at Linus Tech, but he's a Canadian computer tech who has a YouTube channel and millions of followers. And I watch his stuff every day, sometimes here and there, and he's good. He knows what he's talking about. And that's the kind of level that I'm on. I mean, I just know what I'm talking. I know what I'm doing. So that's my experience. That's my passion. Let me hear from James. James, I want to hear from you. What is your biggest passion? Like something you get you saw how fired up I just got about what I was talking about.
That's great.
I'm passionate about it. What gets you like that, James? What makes you?
Self-help, helping people, and healing. Oh, you're muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, what gets you passionate? What gets you fired up?
Did I already helping people, healing, self-help?
Helping people heal, health and wellness, my man. You got it.
So mine matches.
Yours matches, and a lot of people might, they might be passionate about the same thing. I'm super passionate about health, but I ended up in school for fucking mechanics. And at that point, we would move on to the next few questions and answer those questions to determine whether you're going to represent a niche with your most experience or your passion.
Yeah, I'm knowledgeable in it.
Say that again.
I'm knowledgeable in that too, also, so that works out.
Very nice. For a lot of people, it will match up. But the best advice I've ever heard, this is like advice that all young people should accept and live by. Don't choose to learn something or go to college for something unless you're extremely passionate about it. Because if you get a job doing what you love, you will never work a day in your life. And I'm sure you guys have a lot of people have heard that before. It's true.
Yeah.
When I'm working on computers, it doesn't feel like I'm working, and time just goes by, and I could do it all day, every day.
Mhm. That's how I feel about websites.
Well, that's funny. I was just about to ask you.
If I could just do websites all day, design websites, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm happy. It's my happy place. Yeah, I love drawing too. I'm an artist, so I do portraits, hand draw portraits, and yeah.
You're muted, James. You're muted, James. Hey, James, you're muted.
Sorry, you're muted and I'm.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Were you able to hear me though, James? You're muted now, James, too.
I didn't hear the last 20 seconds of what you were saying.
Oh. I was just saying, you guys know what I'm experienced in and what you're experienced in, and now you guys know what Angelica is passionate about and what she's experienced in. So I want to hear from everybody else watching this video, going through this training. Drop a comment in the Facebook group about your biggest passion, about what you're most passionate about. And you know what you're most passionate about, because when you start talking about what you're most passionate about, you get fired up like I got when I was talking about computers. All right. So I want to know from you guys, from everybody watching this training video, what your biggest passion is. What do you guys love doing the most? Drop a comment beneath this video in the Facebook group. And also, and if or both, if you guys choose, but send us a group chat. Send us a message in the group chat saying, I'm most passionate about this, or my biggest passion is this. And doing that allows us to get to know each other in the community, because we're building a solid community of great people. I want to, we should all get to know each other. So I want to hear from you guys what your biggest passion is. And then pause this video if you have to. Go do that real quick and then come back before we move on to number 3. Okay, welcome back. By now, I probably responded to your message because I'm quick with Messenger. But question 3 here. What are you most knowledgeable in? Before that, let me write this down. Health and wellness, web designing, CET, computer electronics technology. What are you most knowledgeable in? That's the next question here. For me, technology. Okay. Computers. I already gave you my story, But I want to hear from you, James. Unmute yourself. Let us know what you're most knowledgeable in.
I don't know, maybe psychology, health. It's just what I've studied,
Okay, so you're most knowledgeable in psychology, which means you would probably know how to spell it.
Yeah. It's CHY.
C?
Or no, P, sorry.
You almost blew my mind. PHY.
C. Yeah, you know how to spell it.
Okay. So, psychology. It's the study of eating pie. Okay, so is there an S?
It's
No.
P. Wait, there it is.
Ha ha!
There it is.
There it is. Oh, I guess I didn't really know how to spell it. What the fuck?
That's okay. So psychology. James is most knowledgeable in psychology. Angelica, let's hear from you. What are you most knowledgeable in?
Well, other than being a mom, fine arts. Yes, because I went to school for it. I've studied art and have practiced art since I was a kid. So that's
Okay. So now it's your turn. Write down in this niche worksheet what you guys are most knowledgeable in. And it doesn't necessarily have to be what you studied in college, okay? Because like for me, I studied computer electronics in college and even before that. But outside of that, I studied meditation. I studied health and longevity. I studied wellness. I studied organs. I studied cellular activity. I've studied so many different things when it comes to health and longevity that I eventually, at one point, became more knowledgeable in that specific area than I was with computer technology.
Mhm.
And now I would say it's about even, because I never stopped learning either one of those. And although I don't really learn too much about health and longevity now, I'm still learning computers. I still learn computer stuff every day because that industry is evolving. Now we have AI, artificial intelligence. All right. So one of the things I do on the side is I learn artificial intelligence programs. I have a buddy named Jeff who literally created his own AI company called My AI Team. And he has AI video, AI script writing, AI voiceover, AI images, AI this. The artificial intelligence platform will automatically post posts across all of your social media for you. And his platform is just getting so good. So I'm still learning and I'm becoming more knowledgeable in that specific area and industry in computer electronics technology, and that will never stop. I'll always keep learning more and more and more and more. So again, I want to hear from you guys, whether you drop a comment below this video in the Facebook group or you message us in the chat. Let us know what you're most knowledgeable in. Number 4, what people are in your circle of influence and what do they study and know? So for me, you guys heard me mention Linus. I'm subscribed to Linus's channel and I watch his videos. And I've seen a lot of computer techs online who pretend to know what they're talking about. But the reason I follow Linus and have him in my circle of influence is because I know he knows what he's talking about. Because I know it and he knows it. So when he's talking about something that I understand and know, I know he knows what he knows. It's just a whole circle of knowing. So that's your circle of influence. And it has a huge impact on what you know and what your experience is in. I had a lot of computer tech friends in high school, and you know, me and my friends, we were always the quiet type. We were always the quiet nerds. I never talked to people, and when I did, I was talking to the outcasts about computers and video games and 3D MMORPGs. I'm a huge gamer too.
I was the same guy.
And so that was my circle of influence in high school. And then when I went to college, I was again surrounded by other computer electronic technicians. So I learned more. So that's what I want you guys to think about, okay? What people are in your circle of influence and what do they study and what do they know? So the people in my circle of influence are other computer techs. And as of most recently, over the past 4 to 5 years, I've developed a whole new circle of business owners and entrepreneurs. So my new circle is a bunch of business owners and entrepreneurs, people making 7 figures a month, 8 figures a month, 9 figures a month, and that's just, that's my circle of influence now. You might be surrounded by a bunch of people who are doing health and longevity. And if you're not, then you need to change your circle of influence. All right. If you're the only person in your friend group or in your family who is not eating fast foods and only eating raw fruits and vegetables and exercising every day and doing Tai Chi and yoga and meditating and being healthy and vibrant, and you're the only person that you know doing that, I got some advice for you. Change your circle of influence. All right. If you are the only person in your circle of influence who has the ambition to create businesses and nonprofit organizations, Your family doesn't do that. Your friends don't do that. And when you talk about that kind of stuff, they're just like, yeah, shut up, kid. You need to change your circle of influence.
Yeah.
All right. And I did that myself about 5 to 6 years ago. My circle of influence was the people I grew up with, the friends that I was out skateboarding with. I was close to becoming a professional skateboarder when I was younger. I have over 20 years experience with skateboarding. And that was my circle of influence. Eventually, my circle of influence became bad because I started going out and partying and doing this and doing that. And before I know it, I'm surrounded around a bunch of people. I look around me in a circle and everybody's literally on drugs and drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe it's time to change my circle of influence. And the moment that I did that, my life got better. Like within the first month, I became healthier. My circle of influence, I stopped talking to all of them. Hey, do you want to come out and go to the rave tonight? Nah, I think I'm going to stay inside. I got better things to do, even though I didn't. For the first year that I changed my circle of influence, I was sitting inside of an abandoned apartment that I wasn't paying rent on. I had heat and electricity that I got turned on under my name, and I played Call of Duty Mobile for an entire year, every day. I wasn't building a business. I wasn't working, but I wasn't hanging around with that old circle of influence. I wasn't hanging around with them anymore. Now I was just inside my house by myself for an entire year. I didn't talk to anybody. Nobody. I blocked over 150 people on my Facebook because they were out doing drugs, out partying, out selling drugs, out drinking every day, you know? And that's just, part of the reason I ended up in a circle of influence like that is because, I might share a little too much here, but I ended up in, a bad world because I had a death in my family. My mother passed away. And when that happened, I went homeless. And I turned towards the only circle of influence that would accept me and take me in. Not my relatives, which is what family should do, but partiers, addicts, drunks, people who had their own issues that they were mending with drugs and alcohol, who understood what I was going through. So they empathized with me, and it made me I was attracted to that. Like, you're showing me a little empathy. You understand what I'm going through. They gave me a couch to sleep on sometimes. I was couch surfing from drug house to doing this to doing that. And my circle of influence became horrible. For 2 years, I did nothing but party and drink and do drugs while I was homeless. All right. And then one day, I got some advice from a very wealthy person. And it was about changing my circle of influence. So I changed my circle of influence, blocked everybody, cut them out of my life, completely stopped talking to them. And for that year, it almost seemed like I was lonely. I had no one in my life. But now I know multimillionaires. I know billionaires. And if I'm ever in a position again where I'm homeless, I wouldn't reach out to those people doing drugs and alcohol. I would reach out to one of my wealthy business owner, entrepreneur friends and be like, hey, my life just took a turn sideways. Can you help me get back on my feet for 30 days? I literally, listen to this. I'm about to show you guys. I'm not playing. Watch this.
Oh no. It's
Mother,
late.
I don't care. It's late. This is all the more proof. It's 11:53 p.m. right now. Here's all the more proof. Listen to this.
Who are you calling?
He'll answer if he's not on a live.
Who is it?
Somebody I've never met in person. Somebody I only met online, connected with online, who owns a business. He didn't answer, so he's probably busy. But I guarantee you by the end of this video, I'll get a message or a call back. And that's just one entrepreneur. That's just one entrepreneur. Oh, he's not even online right now. Oops, I didn't mean to call him again. Anyways, my point is, if I needed to, because of my new circle of influence, I have people who are going to help me out. I have, wealthy business owners and entrepreneurs. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing for you guys. That's why I built this program for you guys.
What you give out comes back to you.
Yes, what you give out comes back to you. And so I am going to be that person for you guys within this program. Okay. I am your new circle of influence. The affiliates within this program, if you need a new circle of influence, the affiliates within this program are going to be your new circle of influence. And it's just that simple. If you have people in your life that are not benefiting you at all, but instead are putting you down and creating a bad influence in your life, then they need to be removed from your circle. This includes on your Facebook, from your text messages, from your call logs, from your actual life in person. You have somebody on meth or cocaine showing up to your door every day, knocking on your door. You better start telling them, go away and don't come back.
Yeah.
All right. That's just how it is. Because if you want to change your life and if you want to make good money, you have to do what it takes to change your life. If I would have tried to start a business while being surrounded with my old circle of influence, they would have just ran me dry, bro. Hey, let me get $100 for more alcohol. Hey, let me go buy this kilo from this guy over here and flip it real quick. Whatever the case is. But your circle of influence, if they're not doing anything good with their life, it will greatly impact the negative balance of your life as well. So with that being said, James, I want to hear from you. And I also want to hear from you guys, everybody else watching this video, about your circle of influence. What do they study? What do they know that can positively impact you and your life? And some people might not even have any circle of influence at all. That's okay.
Well, you guys are my main circle of influence. And to match my niche, you guys know meditation. You guys are healthy. So matches pretty well.
I love that. And thank you. All right. What about your old circle of influence? What about, your teenage years? What was the circle of influence like in your teenage years? Because keep in mind, James, yeah, you're in your 20s, but this program, you might have 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids coming into this program, and their circle of influence might be horrible, just like mine used to be. What kind of circle of influence did you have in your teenage years?
It's crazy because it's pretty similar to yours. And I was alone for a while, and that's what brought me into self-help and meditation, and so it brought me here today.
Wonderful, dude. I'm so glad to hear that. That's, and you're only on your way up from here. You're in this program, dude. You're in the right place. You're in good hands. It's only up from here.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? I want to hear about you guys. I want to hear like your circle of influence. What do they study? What do they know? My circle of influence, I have multiple circles of influence. Some of them study business. Some of them study entrepreneurship. Some of them study technology. Angelica, what about you? What about your circle of influence?
I would have to say mostly moms, a lot of health and wellness as well. I would have to do some research on that. Think about that a little bit more.
Yeah, so that's okay too. A lot of you guys might be feeling the same way. If you have to think about this, think about it for a while. Pause this video for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Go meditate on it. Reflect on your past. Reflect on the people around you. Really sit down and think about it. What's that person doing with their life? What's this person doing with their life? Do these people have any goals or ambitions? And what are they providing to me in my life? Knowledge. Are they providing me any real love? Are they only bringing me down and gaslighting me? Those are the people you want to get rid of, the gaslighters. That's a number one. You guys don't need any of that in your life. But that's a huge one right here. Okay, the circle of influence in your life. What do they study and know? And again, just drop a comment, guys. Drop us a comment. Hit us up in the group chat. You can even do a quick little video and say, my circle of influence studies roofing, and for the past 10 years, I've been a roofer, or whatever. So, but that's the last question there. That's what I want you guys to put some thought into these questions, and really get that down, because niching down and choosing a niche from this worksheet is going to allow you guys to move on to the next step in this program. You can't move forward. Don't move forward onto the next video until you guys have chosen a niche. All right. Understood?
Understood.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I really don't have any more for you guys. I do want to emphasize one more time. Once you choose a niche, don't change it. All right. I struggled for a year choosing a niche because I didn't have a mentor teaching me what I'm teaching you guys right now. I didn't, in the one mentor that I did hire for $1,000, didn't even go into depth with me with this. I'm only charging you guys $27 right now. It'll eventually go up to $97, but that's a hell of a lot cheaper than $1,000. You guys are getting all this mentorship and this circle of influence for $97. And we're going to help you guys make money. So that's what I have for you guys in this video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about understanding your niche. I'm going to show you guys some tools, helpful tools that will help you guys understand your niche industry a lot better. So any questions? I want to leave this next few minutes before we end the video, open up for questions. Whether you guys are here live or watching the recording of this, if you do have any questions, drop your questions in the comments in the Facebook group. This video, if you're watching this in the training program, head over to the Facebook group. All you have to do up here in the top, in the header of your training dashboard, click private Facebook group. It'll lead you guys right over to the Facebook group. All right. So I'm not even logged into Facebook on here. That's okay. But do that. Drop a comment in the Facebook group. Hit us up in the chat with a quick 15 to 30 second video. If you guys are having trouble, reach out to us in the chat. That's why the chat is there. The group chat is for support to help you guys along this process, bounce ideas off of each other, look for other affiliates in that specific niche, and build a better circle of influence.
Yes.
All right.
Is there feedback when I talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What I wanted to say was this, this worksheet, doing the assignments here, it helps you come up with figure out what you want, and then, come up with a plan and achieve success. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Angelica. And James, no other questions from you?
A reason why we wouldn't want to change it.
No, my sound is down. I can't hear you. Okay, one more time.
A reason why we wouldn't want to change a niche is because we'd have to make a whole new profile and all that, huh?
Right.
Yeah, another reason somebody would change a niche and why they shouldn't is because let's say you choose a niche and you set up your online presence for that niche and 30 days go by, but you haven't made a single sale. And then all of a sudden you change your niche. Well, first off, yeah, you're creating more work for yourself and having to redo your entire online presence. But within those first 30 days, I guarantee you, there's going to be clients within your niche watching you and following you.
Yeah.
Within those first 30 days, you're going to have at least 10 to 15 people within your niche following you and watching you.
Yeah. And you'll only confuse them.
Yeah. And if you change after 30 days, and let's say you were health and longevity or health and wellness, and then the next month you switched over to landscaping companies, the health and wellness people are going to completely disregard you.
Right.
All right. And there goes those lost potential sales, lost potential clients. And so, yeah, the first reason why you wouldn't want to do that is because it's going to cost you time. And the second reason is it might potentially cost you clients and money.
Makes sense.
Like I mentioned, when I chose moving company, the first 30 days, I didn't have anybody reach out. I didn't do any outreach, but I didn't have anybody reach out to me either. However, as time went on, I started having more and more moving companies reach out to me.
Yep.
And for a while, I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not working with moving companies at this time. But then when they kept coming to me, I'm like, well, wait, I might as well just sign them up.
Just keep it going.
Yeah, and here we are a year later. Like I said last month, I still haven't redone my my profiles online, but I had a moving company reach out to me last month. I haven't even been on my social media like that representing moving companies.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm glad that we were able to do this long video in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions for me, James, before I end this and move on to the next one?
Nope. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And to everybody else watching this recording, thank you guys for watching this. I know this has been a very long video, but I hope that I've provided you guys enough knowledge on properly filling out this niche sheet and choosing a niche. If you guys need any more additional training or kind of want to solidify your niche in your mind, sometimes people just need to hear, yes, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
All right. Because you might be on the fence about a niche, about 3 different niches. But if I say, well, your biggest passion is selling clothes, well, then you're going to represent clothing lines. And that's going to be your niche.
We're here to help.
Yep, we're here to help. Make sure you guys hit us up. And after you guys get this niche worksheet completed, remember beneath this video, you can hit both of these buttons and go through this. If you don't see a niche on here, reach out to us. We're happy to add that niche on there. I think health and wellness was not on there, those specific words. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on there for you, James, and others alike. Keep in mind, this affiliate program is open globally. And so you might hop in here when we already have 100 people representing a specific niche. But I want you guys to understand, just because the niche might seem saturated with other affiliates does not mean you're not going to make money. There might be 100 clients out there that don't like the other affiliates in your niche. But because you have a good vibe and you communicated with them well and they like you, they're going to choose you. All right. And we'll get more into that when we get into the sales process. I think you guys are going to love that.
Yay.
So get that niche worksheet done. And after you guys have that done and chosen your niche, that's when I want you guys to start the next video. And I will see you guys there, because next we're going to be talking about understanding your niche and digital marketing with your niche. All right. I'll see you guys there. Go get that worksheet done. Go get